Complexities turn to ban.
Aw, come on.
Radiant team ban. Complexities turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Slaughter.
Radiant team pick.
The sack.
Radiant team ban.
Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Star Ladder I-League Star Series American qualifying action coming at you. I'm Bricky CPK, and I'm joined by a new co-caster for this matchup here. I'm joined by Z-Rock. Z-Rock, how's it going?
Complexities turn to ban.
I'm doing good, you know, little technical issues earlier on, but you know what, we're going to finish strong. That's what matters, and I'm looking forward to what should be a fun matchup here, because you have history with Freedom, as far as this team. You know these guys very well, and I like Complexity Gaming, so we're going to do some biased casting, all right?
Complexities turn to ban.
I have to ask, who's the one that's not on your friends list? Okay. So you don't like Cancel. He's the only one.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Cancel's a great guy, honestly. I had him a couple times at LAN. He's a fun guy. Oh yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Well, that and Leshrac, for Complexity at least. We see teams ban Leshrac against Complexity. In fact, they beat DC yesterday. Leshrac was one of the reasons why they beat DC. It's a very powerful hero for them. So, the fact that they got that, as well as the Slaughter, as you're mentioning, and then on the other side, what's going on? We're seeing an Abaddon and a Doom. We saw them run Doom yesterday. I don't think it worked too well from what I remember, so curious. Yeah.
Complexities turn to pick.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we did see a bit of that yesterday. They actually won that game at the end, but I do remember seeing the Doom, and he died like 3 or 4 times early on. It was a pretty bad start, to be honest, but it eventually became better. And yeah, he had those heavy auras. Lich coming out of 3rd pick, another not often picked, but I figured, you know, the armor actually could be decent against a hero like a Slaughter here.
Remaining. Reserve time.
Invoker.
Radiant team pick.
Is not, but I think it's potentially a good one, and again, the Chain Frost, a fun ability to see flying through the air, and a fun one to cast at that. So I'm excited to see it here. Invoker going to be picked up by Complexity. They got that for Cancel, of course, plays a solid Invoker, and then Juggernaut response from Team Freedom. So seems like the only sane pick so far by Team Freedom. They like to do a lot of different things, and Juggernaut's just kind of a staple for most teams, but it's the theme pretty well.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Dark Seer.
Radiant team ban.
Arcs here coming out with the 4th pick. All right, that's an interesting pickup there for complexity. One they don't seem to run too often, but gonna go with the here. Monkeys, of course, you expect to be the one to play it here. Does that make sense to you?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Final bans on either side, and then into the final picks on top of that. So what does complexity still need? They need either one, and freedom actually the same. No, Juggernaut you mentioned, yeah, going to be that one most likely. So probably need their middle option and a Weaver. I think it's going to be. I could have sworn Doom was the 4 position.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Oracle, huh? Okay, yeah. We have not seen him often as mentioned. He sent our band coming out right there for complexity. Yeah, Oracle, I feel like, you know, maybe with a Huskar. Haven't seen him in a long time. Phantom Lancer. Wow. Like that came into left field from complexity with the final pick, but okay, they got their one.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. You mentioned that the Yags, and Phantom Lancer, one of those heroes in the patch in 7.0 that definitely got buffed up more than others. I mean, he actually got quite buffed around the table. I know specifically with his Phantom Rush too. You know, I got that bonus agility on top of it. So, but we really haven't seen him a lot though. With that said, obviously illusions themselves did get somewhat nerfed, so maybe that kind of balanced it out. But I know he's been picked up here and there, and I'm excited to see how he does for complexity. Like you said, what kind of build we ultimately see from their side. But maybe more team fight presence, maybe something like the Yags earlier on, but if he wants to be more like carry, of course, Shadow Fiend. Okay. Good. Yeah. Expecting that going into the series, even complexity versus freedom, of course. So they're in one of this 2-game series, and yeah, we'll see how it's out here for either team. I mean, Moo on that Phantom Lancer though, that's gonna be what I'm intrigued by. I don't play a lot of carry myself as a player, but I have been playing a bit of Phantom Lancer when I happen to play the carry role. The hero feels just so simple, easy, that yet at the same time he can also be pretty powerful with his skill set. So, well, what's kind of the counters? I mean, it's obvious. Is it the obvious that it's just AoE and, you know, killing the illusions off quickly, or what?
Seconds to battle.
No. Yeah, they put the Iron Shell on him initially and sent him to the shrine up here, but obviously kind of boxing out Team Freedom. Phantom Lancer move, he's going to try to go for a rune here, and he'll be successful. Meanwhile, the bottom rune over here, Eagle, she ninjas it from cancel, so ends up being a 2-2 split with the bounty rune control, as both sides being a little bit sneaky right there. But yeah, how about, are they doing jungling? Is that what's going on here? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, the team jungles out the double Ion, and let's see how fast they kill it. I assume we're gonna give it to Darkseer, probably? Would be the ideal candidate here, or are they just saying whoever gets it, you think? It is Darkseer. Yeah. Alright, well, keep an eye on that, see how that farm does progress here. You see Melon's attempting to do a bit of a pull early on, as well as that stack, so accomplish at least the stack part right there. But you have Abaddon as well as Lich at the top lane, and that's going to be an annoying combo. Lich constantly throwing out that sacrifice to pull back the lane, and Abaddon obviously a hero that's difficult to kill throughout the whole game, and constantly supporting even his teammate if they happen to jump him. So really, and got to be pretty annoying. Granted, I guess with Phantom Lancer, you don't really have the most lockdown, so not like you'd be getting a kill in the first. More than likely, but middle matchup ends up being that Shadow Fiend versus Invoker. A matchup that we do see fairly often, but what is your take on it? Who do you think should win this one? Mono position right now. He's 9-3 against the Invoker. That's 2-2 actually. So not the prettiest start here for Invoker as far as that goes. Doom rotating towards the top lane does have a boulder here out from one of the golems. So let's see if they can maybe make use of that, as well as a double damage rune. No first blood to be had just yet. Could be changing here. Leshrac, Melons is in a pretty bad spot. There goes the boulder. The stun comes out. In comes the Inferno Blade attack, and Lich following it up with a nuke. Eagle credit for the kill. The Split Earth not enough to save him. Good rotation from Doom. Bottom lane, they're diving this pretty heavy. BSJ is going to fall. Monkeys, though. Oh, wow. He deaggroes the tower at the last second. He will survive. That was a very greedy dive. He was spinning that whole time initially, and they were chasing him down. Middle lane, they do catch the kill and a cancel, meanwhile, as Doom rotates over and secures it on him. Gets pretty low himself, but he'll manage to live as well. So living life on the edge, both teams, but ends up being really a one-for-one exchange in the one. Wait, what? Oh, the Sunstrike got him, yeah. That's a thing? Oh, that's... Yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And then... Oh, that's something, yeah. And he's going to set them up middle lane. I mean, cancel, he definitely could be in trouble again, and... I wonder if that could even catch him off guard. Obviously, you know, a top-tier player would even maybe expect that to an extent. There we go. They hurl the boulders in. In comes another boulder, but the Ghost Walk going to be activated. They use the dust, but he's just too deep, so not going to be worth that dive. But good attempt, at least, from Eagle there. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Wow, yeah. He's having a fantastic time. Meanwhile, the top lane Eagle, did he overstep his boundaries a little bit too much? Virulence out, move. Gonna chase him down. You see the shield coming out from IX Mike looking for the turn kill. Ain't gonna be enough, though. Diabolic Edict couldn't be used. And will secure that kill. Now, Melon's keeping his distance as obviously IX Mike on the chase, but not able to get close enough for a missed coil. And yet again, you see Doom, though, with the minions there. They spawn, but we run down. Yeah, I guess you're really not using them. I mean, you could argue, obviously, the Phantom Rush, you know, it does help with the farm a little bit, potentially, but at the same time, yeah, it's better to save that to that point and use the Doppelganger if need be, as you're getting at. So he is going to sit on the points for the time being when he decides to do that. Rotation, though, from Complexity. Got Slaughter as well as Leshrac. Coming on in with the smoke, they do put a pretty offensive ward up here. There's only 2 in the area, but don't know if they're going to be diving this tower necessarily. It would be a pretty greedy one at that, and you got to expect TPs if you did.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So is this like the ideal minion with the Mud Golem that Doom has? Because he's been sitting on it for a while now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, they missed the stun right there. Trying to chase down the Shadow Fiend with the Crush just out of range. And the port's coming in as well. Doom gonna hurl that boulder. Melons in the front lines. He's got initially. Raze is coming out. Not enough kill initially, but the final auto attack comes out. And Juby there on the Lich secures it. Bottom lane, the spin from BSJ takes down Darkseer. As you mentioned, a huge kill because Darkseer has been having a very good start here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lancer, he is working on the Helm of the Dominator. Just seems to be the go-to in so many cases for really any agility core, especially. And Lancer at least move in this case, no different there. He does have Honor in the flank position as if they want to set up. Now you do got Abaddon level 6, although he doesn't have borrow time though. Granted, he is holding a point. Okay. Safe. Like. Yeah. Say he's pretty experienced on that Heroes. Trust that he knows what he's doing with it. Kind of interesting. Moo's still sitting on that point here on the Phantom Lancer, if I'm not mistaken. At 4-5 still. There we go, he has it now. Sunstrike, it doesn't connect though. Borrow time activated anyways from Abaddon. Wouldn't have mattered, and Ike's Mike just gonna walk it off, so he'll be fine, but yeah, that's the use of that borrow time right there. Really keeping him alive, and what makes Abaddon such a difficult target to kill. Want to try to, obviously he got locked down, and he just simply didn't have it. Nice dodge by Lich there. He saw the Splitter's animation, he's able to dodge it. He's not level 6 though, that could have been pretty big right there, but it still might not matter. Infernal Blade auto attack, and Melons basically runs them down. He says, "Get away, Slaughter. I'm lost here." At least he fades out for his teammate, but still once again. Yeah. He freaking out the bottom lane. Of course, Blink Dagger, you'd figure is going to be next in line if anything, but still a ways to go for him. What kind of Shadow Fiend build are we going to see? It looks like pretty much the typical as of late. The Dragon Lance, you got the Yasha, the Shadow Blade even if they potentially want that, but the idea of the whole Yules and Blink Dagger and that whole Initiation Ultimate, it feels like we don't see that really much anymore in Shadow Fiend, at least lately. Another mid laner, Tomato. He's gonna run away before Leshrac gets there, but I don't think Melons is too worried about that. He pops the Dial Block. He did level 3 now and trying to push the tower. Unfortunately, the creep wave not really cooperating the best right here, but looking to get some good damage out as a Leshrac can. As top lane, they're gonna use Fortification. Gonna protect there. Look at Tomato. He's actually gonna port out to the bottom lane. They're trying to make a kill happen down here, it looks like, and yeah, Doom is gonna be picked off. The wall going down, but Z-Freak, oh man, the Raze, not enough damage. That was a max rage right there. Almost gets the kill, but not in time. Top lane, Ike's Mike. He has borrowed time. He'll be fine. And he's just going to TP away. Oh my god, that was actually, yeah, the Chain Frost used right there. Not the best bounces though, but the Omni Slash goes off. They put the sentry down. Able to see him despite that Ghost Walk, and they secure the kill as a result. So double ultimate used, but yeah, you take out Invoker. I think that's just fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He cut off by Leshrac as a setup stun with a crush. No, not going to use it actually. Xerofreak just running him down. Finally going to use it. But now the Split Earth doesn't come off the back. You tell what the Split Earth misses as a result. All the communication not on point. And they're turning this big time. The Iron Shell doing some good damage right here. But Leshrac already falls. Down goes Darkseer. And Xerofreak goes down as well. They only got the lift. The Sunstrike hits though onto Shadow Fiend. So a little bit of positive there at the very end. But man, that got... Ooh, that was a little ugly at the same time for complexity. True. The Helm of the Dominator has been finished on Phantom Lancer, and Hero right here is going to dive in onto Abaddon and once again force that borrow time. Seems like Phantom Lancer is actually causing a lot of issues for Ix Mike here at the top.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I was just about to bring that up as well. I mean, even the idea of two Helm of the Dominants, I mean, we see that all the time, so it's not like that's like a horrible thing to do. More creeps can potentially be pretty good, but did I just see that right? Can you actually Helm of the Dominator somebody else's? Wow, I did not know that. That is something. Just took the Hellbear Smasher from it. Weird. He just stole it right back. Oh, that is pretty funny. A doppelganger away, and he is going to be able to survive here as a result. You see Doom with a Mud Golem throw, not able to chase him down. So good evasion there from Phantom Lancer. Some Darkseer nearby with that mech, so early farm on Darkseer it is continuing pretty well. Surge away, realizing that this is a lost cause. So pretty aggressive push here, but yeah, bottom lane. Try to make a play on the Abaddon. Zabalok Edict popped. Again, Borrow Time is ready to go. Mike's going to stand his ground. Oh, they do catch him, the crush, but there's not going to be enough damage. Don't even need to use Borrow Time. Meanwhile, the top lane, Eagle actually goes down. What was that? That was in the middle lane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Seems like he had a split second to do a vacuum wall combo right there, but he just couldn't get it off in time, and now Slaughter's in trouble. The Sunstrike gonna turn him out though, and that will be a kill. Big kill for Cancel once again. The Illusions of Shadow Fiend zoning them out as Tomato himself will TP away, but Complexity definitely having the last laugh right there. Getting that big kill onto Juggernaut. And again, to Cancel, he didn't have the greatest start right here, but all of a sudden he just about has his heals now, and he is just behind the Shadow Fiend and the Juggernaut with that overall net worth. So not good news for Team Freedom there. Playing the pushes out Melons again, level 4 Diabolic Edict now. BSJ poured up here and gonna protect the lane. He's working on finishing that Manta style. We talked about the idea that he did not get the Helm of the Dominator this earlier game. So I mean, does that? I know we kind of brought it up, but we didn't really talk too much about it. Do you think that's a wrong decision, or is it fine that he's not going for it? Okay. X Mike, he's just being harassed, but again, with that borrowed time, he's overall not too worried, knows his limits there. You're the same, not going to go all out on him. Figuring he'll be fine. Blink Dagger just purchased by Slaughter, so it's going to be a key item as you would expect, at about 15.5 minutes right here, not too shabby. This Phantom Lancer in this Wild Wing Ripper to harass out the lane and push it out a little bit. The Ring of Aquila finish, and it looks like that Diffuse Blade is going to be next in line. So that's kind of the answer to the question we had earlier. It's bottom lane Ix Mike chasing him down. It looks like they want to make a play now. He takes the Purge though from the creep. Borrowed time to get off the time. No, he did not, but he's going to use it here. Going up in the air. Going to let it wear off. The stun happens, but it's worn off now, and Mike will fall right there. Good execution from Complexity coming out. Now, top lane? Okay, never mind. Just Benny. Communications on point. Yeah. Who's the Doom target for Doom, you think? Like, if they get enough 5v5 fight, is there a specific target he's looking for? Now that Darkseer does have the Blink Dagger just about purchased, so it's going to make that a little more difficult now in terms of really catching him, as Monkeys will purchase it right there from the side shop. But yeah, that combo ready to go. Guardian Creed's eventually going to be coming too, but has the combo of the Arcane Boots and the Mechanism as well. Doom, speaking of him, the Hood of Defiance picked up. Buckler, but also the Yadivaros. Yeah, it's almost kind of odd because we casted the series before this, Complexity versus, who did they play? Arms? Yes. How am I playing? Doo-Wop. They just played Doo-Wop, that's right. Anyways, the Doo-Wop Shadow Fiend player, he actually with the Butterfly basically first item 2 after the Dragonlance. Yet they were going up against a pretty heavy Magic team, and let's just say it didn't work out too well, so definitely interested to see how that works out. This time around, Aegis is picked up, but meanwhile, Doom in the front lines, the Chain Frost going out, only bounces once, oh, back to the Ancients, and back to Slaughter, but ultimately not doing a whole lot of damage. Vacuum Wall comes out, Ix Mike and BSJ Coffee, but not enough follow-up. There's the Doom on to Darkseer, by the way, as you mentioned, and Shadow Fiend will finish him off with those right auto attacks. Moo on the Phantom Lancer, Spirit Lance in comes Zephyr with a follow-up, stun with a Crush, but not really the biggest after that in terms of damage output. Invoker's still running over here. And that seems like that's going to be the end of it, but oh, I guess Team Freedom coming out on top of that mini fight there. Oh, never mind. Team Freedom wants to make a play still. Okay, it's going to be pushed back though.
A soldier's fortune.
And their courier just got killed. Obviously nothing on it as it suggested there, but something that they're going to be without now. A little bit at least, as seconds here. Respawn top lane though, Phantom Lancer continuing the push. The Diffuser Blade is mentioned, and it's a travel. There's going to be next in line. He'll Spirit Lance to have it on as he charges on in. Going to try to get the tower dead before they can defend it. Not going to happen though. Fortification comes out over to the shrine area. Did not use the shrine. They did use fortification as mentioned, but saved it for the time being. But Complexity will retreat, or too much happens right there. But you always see this with Complexity again. They pick up this Leshrac, and pretty popular hero for them. Melons always finds some time in the game to start getting some decent farm, and you know, some levels. He's level 11 now. He's got Arcane Boots earned and 1,000 gold saved up. So gonna try to make use of some farm at the bottom lane here and split push somewhat. But top lane Freedom, they're making the way for the secondary tower. We'll see if Complexity stops this or not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
down strike there, just kind of harass them off a little bit, but gonna miss, and the tower does fall. Just Shadow Fiend with that butterfly. I mean, he is right-clicking hard and will evade those incoming attacks from the likes of Phantom Lancer, of course, but a lot of the magic damage follow-up, but he's going into the tower now, and those front lines, they just cancel. Fast down. Doesn't follow up the vacuum in. No wall. Okay, the wall does come out, actually, but Tomato's still well alive. Evasion's definitely kicking in, but in the end, he will get picked off. And now can they make a play after the Aegis use right here, Tomato? He makes his way on out, just simply running, Complexity not overcommitting with a smart decision. But yeah, you look at middle lane, meanwhile, Phantom Lancer's like, all right, I'm just going to counter push you. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about earlier, too. It's, I gotta agree with you. A little surprised as well, but perhaps just positioning that he was in at the time. Hopefully, chose to defend rather than go for any kind of push. Z-Freak running into the Lich right here. They're just going to deactivate that Blink Dagger, at least with a Frost Blast, but not going to really make much else of it. You see Z-Freak, by the way, Hannah Midas picked up, too, now. So, getting a little bit greedier and try to progress into a bit of a semi-carry of sorts, perhaps, or more just utility for the team. We'll see what direction does decide to go as Doom. Wow, he's almost like he was going to jump in right there, but thinks better of it, and for good reason. All nearby. What is Shadow Fiend doing next, by the way? He is going to BKB, and then Eye of Scotty is what he has queued up, at least, so. Z-Freak. Oh, he ninjas the bounty rune right in front of Juggernaut, and then he just sprints away. Done still now. Yeah. You see him? I mean, what kind of... Oh, actually, top lane, PSJ. He is going to go for the TP. Let's get the bash. Oh, where they just kill him. Wow. Okay. Corrosive Haze also throwing up that assist, so yeah, that was a quick kill. Bottom lane, actually, Shadow Fiend. They're trying to make a play. The Split Earth will miss, though, and now Tomato. Not going to turn, though. Instead, they'll just surge away and be fine. But they're going back in, actually, and Lich is here now, too. He does have the Chain Frost, puts the armor up. Melon, Diabolic Edict. He wants to make the skill happen, but you know, just two of them, it's pretty risky, so they're going to cut away. But you look at the top lane, it's kind of a split fight going on, because Doom's also going to be caught by Z-Freak right there, finished off. Boker did plenty of pre-damage before that, who has his axe now, by the way. So how about the split game by Complexity? It seems like that's their ace, and all while that's going on, Moo just continues to push down middle lane.
Top tower is under attack.
On the Solar Crest finished, but yeah, it's finding themselves having some trouble figuring out what they want to be doing. I mean, what is it? Do they just wait for another Roshan here, go to do Roshan, and then siege once again? I guess maybe the BKB, at least on Shadow Fiend, going to be big, but is that kind of the game plan? He'll be fine with the EMP. He's going to burn all that mana away, and it's just it feels like clockwork here for Complexity. All three lanes just being controlled by them. Slutter is going to be going to Shadowblade. That's what I was kind of wondering about what we would expect to see from Z-Freak here. You're going to maybe build into a little bit of a semi-carry, or really just kind of continue more than initiating like 4 staff, you know, maybe even an AC, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Go, finishes it right there. Diffusal Blade now picked up by Juggernaut, meanwhile, as that classic combo of the Manta Diffusal. Phantom Lancer has his axe, by the way, so that's Spirit Lance. It's that much more useful now as far as bouncing to other targets here in the midst of it. So you kind of want a combo of the two. Diffusal into the axe here. Yeah, like maybe a greedy bounty rune still again.
Almighty One, tribute to my house. To the impurities.
I'll start somewhere. Happen. But yeah, Phantom Lancer, so this is your ability, you think? That's what you like to see. Phantom Lancer gonna be involved in a fight here. It seems like Spirit Lance going out there. Mono caught in this tornado as well. EMP to follow the ice path down. Gonna be popping the BKB, trying to just simply run away, but that'll be a 10-second BKB now used on a Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, up here, Doom also being chased back. Monkey's gonna pull him right back in, vacuum into the crush, into the Sunstrike, and again, the coordination just seems on point for complexity here. Radius is pretty large. Abaddon got that borrow time. Gonna have to use it right here, no doubt. Maybe not. Oh my god, he's waiting till the last second. It's very, very close. Okay. Easily secure it in the end, so he has a buyback, but it's not going to be using it right here. That is the losing the tower instead. Oh yeah. Finally get it, but they do. Again, Leshrac has his support. He's one of the best siegers. Him and Shakiro kind of up there. Meanwhile, the big vacuum once again. The wall behind him, not the greatest placement, but it just going to zone him in. And Lich will get picked up before he could use his Chain Frost right there. And he is not buying back, actually. Ego kind of just charging, and he has his Doom. Unable to find a good target for it right now, though. BSJ off to the side. Throws the phases on him. That's the Manta style, though. Could take it off. In fact, going to be stunned. No, he gets the spin off just in time. And there's the Manta style now, spinning them out. And you see Tomato also keeping his distance. Pops the BKB, though. Wants to make a move. There we go. The Omni Slash bounces around. Gets the kill to Leshrac. And now he's going for Dark here. But Seafreak, the vacuum in the back, and they do kill Doom. And BSJ in trouble. Requiem of Souls, though, goes off right there. And Seafreak on the slaughter. Barely going to survive, though. Combo comes out from Cancel once again. And the Phantom Lancer doing so much damage with all the illusions. Who's there? The Sunstrike actually missed, but it doesn't matter. Seafreak helped to finish him off as the Ice Pact also catches Shadow Fiend and running back, trying to run away right here. And the evasion's coming out, man. That Butterfly doing work, but not enough in the end. As Moo's keeping a distance, letting his illusions do most of the work, it feels like. And you know what? It seems like it is working out, actually. Chain Frost is only going to hit once on Cancel. Seafreak jumps back in again. Seafreak has done this with under 10% life, it feels like, most of this fight. He keeps coming back in. Ix Mike isn't going to kill on a Cancel, but he goes down. Down goes a Lich. Double kill for Moo. And they finally clean up when it's all said and done. What a fight right there, Z-Rock.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The kite with the reset was just really something to watch for complexity, no doubt. In that fight against Z-Freak specifically, they're constantly sitting back, blinking in, sitting back, blinking in. That's still a little life, and actually going to make a play on a Doom right here. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this one unless even the bash coming out, and yeah, there's no chance for him. So he will fall. 45 seconds. He's dead. He's still trying to finish his own Shadow Blade, but they keep him just short now, and they're going to make their way back to Roshan here. Moo also, we saw him earlier playing at KINGs actually. It's kind of a similar idea where he kind of just sits from a distance and he plays a very safe carry game. And you know, that game, unfortunately, it came in a losing effort. It wasn't able to do enough damage in the end for the team, but that's another story. But I've noticed this game, too, on the Phantom Lancer, he's almost playing it like a ranged hero. He's just sitting back, using the Spirit Lance, letting the illusions do their thing, and then eventually, you know, charging in every now and then. And by the way, top lane, Chain Frost going out, Cancel Wing gets picked up. He does not have a buyback this time, but the wall combo in the background, even lagging the server right here, as the Reckoning of Souls going up by Shadow Phase, finds the Raid Snipe on a Darkseer meanwhile. And now Phantom Lancer in the background, he has the Aegis, so he's still feeling ballsy, but he's losing teammates all around him. Will he be able to do enough damage himself? Z-Freak trying to assist. And no, he doppelgangers away, thinking about moving on out of here. Spirit Lance forward, and just simply to help him run away. That's all said and done, but Team Freedom actually winning a big fight right there, one they definitely needed. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, definitely agree with you. Cancel, for some reason, that you look at the positioning where he died in the first place, there's really no reason it feels like that Invoker should be that far up. I guess this team, they don't really have like this tanky presence that necessarily is considered in the front lines, other than maybe a Slaughter, but not really. So there's the one argument there, but it's just simply, in definitely hindsight here, maybe wants to think about playing a little more passive, kind of like his teammate Moo's been doing on that Phantom Lancer. Mantis down now, by the way, on Phantom Lancer. Leshrac also with a pipe pickup. Well, so bigger and better items are coming out for the side of Complexity, despite losing that fight right there. Sends them in, and Moo just on that split push yet again. Again, that's what we praised Complexity earlier on in this game. The split push, they were just executing what seemed like to be very, very well. Yeah, they've had the ability to kill the shrines for a little bit now. I'm a little surprised they haven't killed either one, and as I say that, they're going to go and try to split kill them as the top one's being killed. And you see Moo at the bottom one doing his own thing. But look at this rotation to the top lane, by the way. Z-Freak going to jump in. Now there is support nearby, and Abaddon's not the prettiest target to be killing here. And he just pops up all the time, gonna get away. Tornado will not connect. He's able to barely sidestep it. Although Darkseer doesn't want to let him get away, but you gotta cut your losses. Yeah, you don't want to dive all the way into the base right. Top shrine, and they are gonna siege actually. Aegis is still up on Phantom Lance. That's gotta be reclaimed here very shortly, I would think. Eye on that. Keep knocking on the door. Takes out the tower. Ike's Mike, no, oh, he does have borrowed time coming back up. Pretty short cooldown right there. The vacuum wall combination, the meatball on top, and Ike's Mike is going to be able to survive. Actually, they do pick up Leshrac. Requiem of Souls comes out. So the one kill happening for Team Freedom right there, despite the initiation of Complexity. And oh, the Sunstrike combo, and a BSJ gets the spin off just in time. However, he is still pretty low. Moo in pursuit, gets the kill in the background on the ledge, and now Juggernaut, he's going to be cut down by the Phantom Lancer. It looks like the FB cannot survive through that, despite the healing totem used as well. He does have a buyback, not going to use it though, as Complexity is somewhat retreating, it feels like, but they are still hanging around. With that said, he still has the Aegis. I feel like it's had it for a long time now. Those vacuum in, and those illusions had to be continuing to be so annoying to deal with here, but Z-Freak, he'll be fine. He's making his way to the bottom. Yeah, chase is happening, but not enough actually. Could not get the purge off. Meanwhile, Eagles picked off at the top lane, and now they're gonna find a chance on Abaddon. Again, borrowed time though. Yep, just will pop it. At least keep alive for the time being, but they do get the melee racks, obviously, and again, they're even split pushing in the base. Moo's just going from top to bottom to mid, and just all over the place. And that's something else as a spectator. I don't think you can even appreciate how annoying and difficult it must be to go up against the Phantom Lancer, because, you know, for us, it's easy to tell which one's a real one and which one's fake throughout all these fights, but to others, them, it's not the same. Yeah. It's insane how long this fight has lasted, by the way. In fact, Shadow Fiend, he is going to be back in wall combo right there, and that could do it for Complexity. The record of souls as he ties right there. But no buyback on a Juggernaut, and they're going to get the melee racks now. And Cancel actually gets the kill in the well, it looks like. Yeah, he actually ends up with the Sunstrike to finish off IX Mike, and GG is called. Complexity taking game number 1, and really just solid performance by them.